What's up guys, today we will be reviewing a big car, and I mean really big. So this is the Denza D9. Fun fact, if you don't know much about Denza, this is actually a China brand, which is actually a luxury division of BYD. Yes, there's BYD and then there's Denza, which is a higher grade, more premium luxury vehicles. This is Denza's MPV answer for the Alpha, the Velfire, the Estima and the Zeekr 009. And when this car actually launched, right, I felt it had a competitive edge because it was launching at about 259,000 to about 309,000. But recently there was a price hike increase and it went for 299,000 to 355,000. Still not too bad because the D9 is still recording healthy sales, but I felt the competitive edge when it was a lower price, right, was much more aggressive. If you were to actually take a walk and have a look at the exterior of this car, right, it actually looks pretty safe. It's like a traditional MPV design. It's not so aggressive as the one that found on the Zeekr 009 or the Xpeng. It's not a bad looking car if you're in the market for an MPV, right, that just want to blend in and doesn't shout like, hey guys, I'm a boss, look at me, I'm in an MPV. Then this is the car for you. This car comes with Continental premium contact tires, a fitting tire for a car of this range. Now let's get into the interior of this car where the fun part is. So of course there's two fun parts of this car. One is to drive it and one is to be driven. Let's take a look at the driving part. Seated here in the driver's seat, right, you will actually find that this is a very comfortable and nice cabin to be in. You get a very beefy and nice steering wheel. It's a bit chunky but in a nice way because it's very nice to grip. All your controls are over here and there are even more controls over here. Think of this as your command center console. You can actually open all your passenger rear doors over here and here. You can control your aircon over here. You can open your boot from over here. You can basically do everything over here. And look, there's a gear knob over here that looks like it's made from crystal. And students, what do gear knobs that look like they're made of crystal tell us? Premiumness. And over here you have a very nice and big clear screen. Everything is sharp and all that you need is over here. There's Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so don't worry about that. And I like being in this driver's spot because everything is very clear, very intuitive. And despite this car looking very big and people might feel like it's very hard to drive, right, like you are meant to be driven in this car, it's actually a very nice car to drive. Handling is pretty good and the turning radius of this car is also pretty decent. One thing that I need to highlight, right, is that if you are driving this car, right, because this car is so big, right, the parking is actually quite a problem. Because sometimes, right, you might find yourself ending up in a bay, right, where the cars are too near each other, or maybe there's a pillar at the side of you, right, and your door cannot open because this car is so wide and long, right, and your door is also very big and bulky, right, that you have to pick and choose which parking bay you want to park in because it may be difficult for you to come down. So this rearview mirror here is actually a screen, right, powered by a camera behind. It took a while for me to get used to this because I'm not so used to seeing this in high definition. And if you're a boss and you want to be driven, you just press this door, the back door, and the door opens and you can get a very nice captain seat. Now over here is like the ultimate boss seat lah, right? You can just slide here to close the door and the door will automatically close. And it's super comfortable to sit inside here. There's this comfortable tray for you to do your work over here and you can just on here if you want to have some lights. This chair is actually going to push me all the way down and make me feel like I can sleep on this chair, you know. So overall, I think this car is very nice. It's an EV, especially I like EVs. They're fast, they're quiet, they're very efficient, and this car is also very comfortable. So what do you think about this car? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.